Hi there, my name's Alex the Fiction, and my favorite hobby is giving Ethan Klein's lawyers hundreds of thousands of dollars. Today I invite you into my accessory dwelling unit to share my favorite pastime with you. Join me as I financially cripple my family for generations to come. Alright, let me tell you a little story. About 13 years ago, I started my YouTube channel.
At this point, I just started getting too worked up.
Alright, it's clear you don't give a shit about my backstory, so let's just get into it. 3 crew members have given me so much emotional pain, I have to do something about it. Now, before I tell you who the 3 people I'm suing are, I just want to make it very clear that all 3 of them met this very high bar of criteria. These people were all targeted based off of their gender, identity, and political beliefs. And all 3 of them I found on the h3lore.com website. Drumroll please. Who's sweating at home? First we have Abdullah, the hawk from Los Angeles.
Look at these idiots. Oh, idiots. Alright, watch this. Now let me tell you, simple science. Right here, it's basic physics. Cars stop, so they have to have an opening.
And Dan Swordlove, who has never looked good.
Dan is joining us with the color block long sleeve. Oh, Dan has never looked good.
And last but not least, I'm saying goodbye to my favorite crew member, Tamara, also known as Tall Skeleton.
I just feel like I'm like a permanent child, and maybe that's why I'm in trouble a lot, because children get in trouble.
Now for the fun part, let's look at the complaints. And let's start with the favorite of my 3, the very own, the CPK, the ear guy, the highly analytical, and the never forgetful, Daniel Danathan Swordlove. We've given each complaint a clever little title, and here's Dan's. He hungered, he fungered more than he hungered. Wait, who wrote this? So I actually had a chance to interview to be an intern for the H3 podcast. I interviewed with Dan Swordlove himself.
Now, obviously he's gonna go and loves Taco Bell, right?
Chat! Fuck you, chat! I've told you this 50 billion times!
Dan told me and the other candidates he would follow up with everyone a week after our interview. That never happened. No emails were ever sent after our interviews. But that's not why I'm suing Dan. The reason I'm suing Dan goes back all the way to December, when I worked very hard on my very first original H3 themed video. I remember I worked super hard on this video where I discussed and ranked every H3 set and background, and I felt so proud I decided to share it with Dan. And to my excitement, he said, LOL, this is awesome. I'm saving this for when we get back to break. Holy shit, am I getting a shout out on the comeback episode of 2025? That would be fucking huge for my channel. Let's watch that clip of them giving me a shout out together. You know what? Maybe it's in one of these timestamps here. Or maybe I could find it in the transcript. He forgot. They never did it. I know exactly who to complain to about this. Dan hurt my feelings. And now I am angry. I hope CPS goes after Dan next. Skull emoji. Skull emoji. All right, very good. Let's move on to the next person I'm suing. You know him. You love him. Abdullah Ayad. Let's see what his complaint says. A little clever title for Abdullah's complaint. A haka, a flocka. Okay, that doesn't make so much sense either, but whatever. AB, my fellow Mexican brother, I'd love to thank you for watching my iceberg video on an episode of See You Next Tuesday. Another amazing shout out from the H3 crew member. That's very sweet of AB to stick up for me and to want to play my video again.
There's also a pretty interesting one.
AB has a good idea, actually.
What do you got?
More of the lore video, the iceberg video together.
Ooh.
Oh, we could do that. We could do
we
that.
can reminisce
That would be so much
together.
fun.
That would be
Cute.
fun.
I love that idea. Oh my god.
Oh my
god.
god. AV.
I have my moments.
Let's watch it together. Since it's a members episode, there's no timestamps, but maybe I could find it somewhere in the previewer. You know, maybe it is timestamped. Who knows? How queer. No timestamp either. Let me check the transcript. It might be in the transcript. They forgot to watch the video. You know what? At the very least, AB's pretty nice off the show when he's on his own stream. I remember one day I was at a crossroads in my career, so I asked AB for advice, and
oh, Alex the Fiction, just don't chase your dreams. Just give up. Just let it go, man. Just let it go.
alrighty. Last but not least, you know her, you love her, Tamara. I'm not suing you, Tamara. I'm suing you today. Actually, you know what? That one's not too bad. So the moment I learned Tamara got hired on the H3 podcast, I sent her a congratulations text on getting hired at H3. She ignored the text, which is totally cool. I'm not entitled to a response. However, a few weeks later, I made a public invitation for a few people in my close friends group on Instagram for a bad movie night that I was hosting. Amongst them, of course, is Tamara. And she responded to it. She says, "Alex, count me in." And I said, "Okay, here's the link to my Discord." A day passes by, so maybe she forgot to read the text to the party she was interested in. So I decided to send her a reminder text, just in case, you know? So I told her, "Hey, if the link expires, let me know. Here's another one, just in case the first one didn't work for whatever reason." Complete silence. She never responded to that. So I really want to upset Ethan. What's the best way of going about it? I know what I'll do. I'll raise money for Palestine, along with many other members of the H3 community. I have some very fun goals to help do so. I'm going to be eating the spicy chip. I'm going to be doing Olivia's makeup, amongst other many fun activities. So make sure to join us September 28th, 10 a.m. Pacific time, and we'll take down Ethan Klein together. Thank you. So obviously, if this wasn't clear, this is 100% a parody. Like, you know, do I have to really say that? The fundraiser is not a joke, though. I'm actually doing that September 28th. So make sure to go to my channel, click on the live, and hit notify me for when we go live. Thank you so much.